Here's 7 dark facts about the Princess Diana tragedy. Number 1, in 1993, she wrote a dark letter to her butler saying that her husband is planning an accident, and her husband was Prince Charles. This particular phase in my life is the most dangerous. My husband is planning an accident in my car, brake failure, and serious head injury in order to make the path clear to marry Tiggy. Tiggy was their nanny, but there was a lot of different love triangles going on. Now the crazy thing is, Princess Diana ended up dying in a car crash just 4 years after that letter was written. Now I'm not saying that any of these conspiracy theories are true, I'm just presenting them. We're going to focus on the official story in this video, and in part 2 we're going to jump into the theories. She used her celebrity for good. She did things like this, where she shook the hands of an AIDS patient publicly back when they thought you can get it from just shaking someone's hand. She found out that wasn't true. She made sure to do this publicly so it would humanize other patients. She was also the face of a campaign to help ban landmines and also get them removed from ex-battlefields so people wouldn't walk on them. But her work in this also led to some theories that tie into her suspicious death. Diana is also a loving mom, and according to her kids, she was like the best. Like, one thing that Diana did was William, the oldest, had posters of some supermodels on his wall when he was a teenager. It was like Naomi Campbell, Christy Turlington, and Cindy Crawford. But one day after school, he gets home and his mom arranged for all 3 supermodels to be there, and he was just like shook. So they got cool things like that, but she would also make him wait in line just like everyone else when they went to places like Disney World and stuff like that. But her marriage with Prince Charles was pretty rocky the whole time, and he had multiple affairs with this woman named Camilla, who he had dated before meeting Diana, but she ended up marrying some other dude while he was in the military. Diana found out about the affairs, and that made her really depressed, and she did some stuff and wrote about it in her tell-all book, and also in that letter that we talked about earlier. But she eventually started having her own affairs with her writing assistant and also some other dude, which ended up leading to a whole scandal, which became known as Squidgygate. But essentially, one of her private phone calls got recorded by a radio hobbyist, and it caught her talking to someone she was having an affair with, and he called her Squidgy as like a nickname, and so that became known as Squidgygate. It was a really bad look for a princess, but then her husband ended up getting caught in the same act a couple months later, and that became known as Tampaxgate. We're out of time. We're going to have to pick this up in part 2.